We have Brisbane, Australia, India, Russian Federation, Latvia, so please turn on the recording and we will start. Nigeria. Welcome all dear friends, those who are online and will watch the recording. My name is Ivan Poluyanchik. I'd like to meet you first, and today we will talk about smart portfolio as well as many other questions related to our exchange and cryptocurrency news and its market. So today we are talking about this. Well, once again, my name is Ivan Poluyanchik, and since 28 I have been the qualified teacher, and in 2017 I started my road or journey of an investor, and today I am the head of the relevant department in the Academy of Private Investor. I provide trainings in investing into cryptocurrencies and develop this business in Everidge. Today we have people from different countries. By the way, let me know if you are the first time attending such a webinar. If it is the first time you hear about such product, so put 1 or give me 2 or 3 if you are multiple time visitor of this webinar. So please let me know how many times you've attended it. Okay, we have Edgar's in the English speaking room. There are those who visited it many times, and once, 2 times, so even 3 times. You may not actually understand everything. Therefore, if it is your second attendance, you will find a lot of information, useful information. Okay, thank you for your feedback. And today we will talk about our smart portfolio product. We'll recap the news shared last week, and we will talk about the producers on blockchain. And last week we started a survey and collected the feedback of our partners, and we'll answer some very interesting questions there. Well, next slide, please. What is crypto market and what does it include? The crypto industry and market. So today, it does not include only cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is a global scale industry that is composed of mining of cryptocurrencies and equipment for proof of work, of proof of stake mining. And there is another segment of DeFi, decentralized finance, and the use of blockchain technologies that controls it, or those that are decision makers. It is all based on smart contracts. There is an entire industry of NFT tokens. They are the tokens of uniqueness, and like the baseball card or any other unique cards that are not repeated and are only single or the only one in the network. And it is quite demanded today. Many people earn a lot by investing into crypto banks and other interesting tokens. Okay, and there is another segment of trading. There are specialists that trade in these assets. including trading on futures wallets with the use of the marginal trading and the leverage, and there is the trading when there are rate differences on different exchanges. There are different funds that raise money of users and trade collectively, and different and various trading bots and algorithms that are being developed. There are also a lot of applications and softwares which apply blockchain technologies, including messengers. They are available on blockchain, and aircrafts, jets are actually, for instance, Aeroflot fuels its air jets with fuel of Gazprom Neft, and it is done with the use of blockchain technologies. And today, the businesses raise a lot of money through tokenization of their assets, through ICO and other instruments. They issue tokens, sell them, and this way raise capital. So everything which today is related to blockchain technologies, so it is not solely blockchain and Ethereum, not only. So this is the entire global scale industry which is being growing and developing. And many of you are quite likely to have faced different proposals about investing into different tokens. This market is very diverse. And for a newcomer, like for the professional, it is very difficult to understand this market. Even me, who actually has been on this market since 2017 and continuously makes its research, it's not very clear. And the key issue, how on the market of this diverse market, you can build your crypto portfolio. And it's clear that there are some other assets, such as stock market, stock and real estate. But if we talk only crypto industry and everything related, how to invest in an efficient way into this overall market that is developing. And we have a solution for you, irrespective whether you are a newcomer. Maybe you heard of cryptocurrencies only yesterday, or you are a professional with a lot of assets and you don't know how to keep it balanced, everything you have, so that there are no distortions. And therefore, there will be a good solution for you. That is our new product called Smart Portfolio. But before I move to this, I'd like to show you the composition of the crypto market. And you see that 42% share is dominated by Bitcoin. Another 18% accounts for Ethereum. So there are a lot of tokens issued based on Ethereum. And today there is another quite large share that belongs to top 100 cryptocurrencies. And for you to understand that altogether, there are over 14,000 coins on the market. On the website of CoinMarketCap, there are over 14,000 tokens listed. And most importantly, what you need to understand is that the first 100 coins, 100 tokens listed on CoinMarketCap, they are like shares of the company. So each of them is backed by some technologies. Businesses, mining, for instance, BNB token is backed by an ecosystem with its blockchain, exchange, different services. Polkadot is backed by the cross-chain technology, and there are a lot of other interesting proposals which offer different services. And the largest players on the market are the first 100 tokens, whereas the remaining 14,000 tokens make up only 5% share of the market. For you to understand it better, imagine that there is a stadium with a lot of people and one singer in front. And who is more important, the one on the stage or 14,000 as his viewers? So the singer on the stage is most important. And a similar situation is on the market. So there is Bitcoin, there is Ethereum, and everyone looks at them, and we see that the price gets up. And depending on this, on the market situation, so we act accordingly. On the other hand, more and more different coins become more famous, more demanded, and more business is created there. And therefore, the entire pie, this pie, could be split into 14,000 pieces. And the first 100 pieces will account for 95% of the entire pie. Let's move on. What is Smart Portfolio? What does it allow us to do? This is a service which is in an automatic mode on Binance Exchange, built a balanced crypto portfolio, which matches the current situation on the market. What do I mean? I mean, if today number 3 in the ranking is BNB token, which means that in our portfolio, our money invested into the Binance account will be allocated in the way that a third of this money will be in BNB token invested. Most of them invested to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB. And all the others will be distributed accordingly. So all the money will not be distributed equally, but proportionally to the share of this or that cryptocurrency on the market. And this way, we ensure the maximum coverage of the market. And all those sweets the market has to offer will be in our portfolio, as the service ensures the maximum coverage of the market. So the second feature is the automatic balancing and updating of your cryptocurrency portfolio, because the market changes a lot. Today, we have one top or set or composition of tokens. And if you take an example of top 10, or in February, Elon Musk said something about Dogecoin, and it actually flew up, whereas now it's not in top 10. Why? Because as such, this token has no value. And accordingly, there were times when it was in the top and now it is not there. And what does Smart Portfolio do? When a token increases in value, then it invests more as its share on the market gets more prominent. Or if it loses its position on the market, then our investment portfolio will get rid of this token as it has no value. And this way, in February, should you use this service in February, Dogecoin would be number 5, 6, or 7, whereas today it will be in other rankings in your portfolio. Its share on the market is different, and its share in your portfolio will be different as well. And if it gets out of top 100, then it is not used by many people, then it will be gradually reduced or eliminated from your portfolio. And the balancing of your crypto portfolio is done every 7, 14, 21, or 30 days. There is no active trading done by this product. It's important to understand that there are trading bots, and many people know about these trading bots, different trading bots, which do automatic trading. Give me 5 in the chat if you've heard or you have such trading algorithm that multiply some assets on the exchange, or you've heard of such a technology, or you watched a video and you understand that there are trading robots that automatically do some manipulations on the market. And you must understand, so I see your 5s, and please understand that this service is not equal to a trading bot. So it has a totally different goal and objective. Its goal and objective is not to trade, not to generate passive income. Its task is to balance your crypto portfolio. The profits is generated not by the smart portfolio, but by crypto market, crypto sector. So tokens that increase in value generate your profits. The goal of the smart portfolio is to keep your crypto portfolio balanced, and the profits are generated by the market. How? Because the market grows, develops, there are new tokens emerging, new investments are made into these projects, and the crypto industry as such develops. If you understand that smart portfolio is not a trading bot and the profits are generated by the market, give me a plus in the chat. If you still don't understand it, give me either a question mark or a minus. Okay, I see that it's clear. Let's move on. Next slide, please. Look, what is the way the smart portfolio works? You buy the service, and the fee for the service is $1,200 US, USDU. And this service will automatically manage your crypto portfolio on Binance. And you may top up your Binance account with 2,000 and more. The more you top up, the more profits you will generate. If you top up 10,000 to Binance account and the market grows by 10%, you will gain 1,000. If you top up 100,000 and the market growth is the same 10%, then your gain will be 10,000. If it is clear, give me 10 in the chat. Our service has 3 modes of working: top 100, top 50, and top 30. And to buy top 100, you must top up at least $20 US per each coin. $20 US per each coin is quite small. And if you buy top 100 coins by investing $20 US into each, it will be at least 2,000. But you remember that the purchase of each coin is not equal. Bitcoin, so the investment into Bitcoin will be, for instance, $50 US, into Ethereum, $30 US. So your purchase is done proportionally to the share of this or that token on the market, so that your crypto portfolio is balanced. And a similar situation applies to top 50 and top 30. This way, if you want to buy this product and to make money, then you may start with the amount of 1,800. But my recommendation is to add another 20-30% Why? Because quite recently the price of Bitcoin was 67, whereas now it's 59. Crypto industry gets cheaper. On the one hand, this is our opportunity to buy tokens and coins cheaper, but on the other hand, this is the minus in your account. This is the temporary decline, which shows that there is some window of opportunities. So therefore, always take into account that the market may decline. Do you all understand that Bitcoin doesn't always grow in its value? Give me a plus if you understand that it is not growing continuously. Great. By the way, I'd like to survey you. What is the minimum price paid to buy your Bitcoins? I bought my first Bitcoins at the price of 3,500 US dollars. So let's share this information. 48,000, 40,000. Guys, please give me the feedback. What is the minimum price you bought Bitcoins at? There may be those with no Bitcoins, but believe me, every year the figures will change. But in the Russian-speaking chat, it is 10,000, the minimum price. In Italian room, 1,000, 34,000 in Tamil room. So quite likely you understand that the price is volatile, but globally, actually, it is growing. So the minimum price in India is 15,000. So this slide shows you an example of how the service worked since the 16th of June to the 4th of September. And in this case, you see that over this time period, the crypto sector was adjusting. It means that the Bitcoin price varied from 40,000 to 30,000 to 50,000. So crypto market declined in the first half of this year. You can see it in the chart, but since August, there was a change in trend and the market started to grow, and it is still growing. And the person who started to invest, he invested gradually 6,591 US dollars, and accordingly he bought the service at 1,200, and the total investment made up 7,791 US dollars. And over 2 months his capital increased, and then it became higher. And the capital on Binance is 9,676. This is the amount available. And imagine how much he would earn now. And this is the figure that grew up, almost doubled since September. I don't have the statistics afterwards. And his investments grew up with the pace of almost 9% per month. 9% per month. If you like this result, so please give me the feedback. Would you like to earn the gain of 9% a month? Give me 9 in the chat, and let's move on. There is another example. Some examples of our partners who already benefited from this service and started to earn good profits. and the more money you have on the balance, and the higher the profits is. So you see that there is the partner that today has in his Binance account over 80,000, and over the time his portfolio increased by 17,000. And you know, when the service price is 1,200, so it actually paid back the price of the service and generated good profits. Would you like to have 80,000 US dollars in your Binance account? So what do you need to do? To actually invest continuously every month, to accumulate your investments. So this is a fresher example of some of our leaders that invested into this. And you know, there were some temporary declines and people have some gains. And from actually there were some 3,000 gains. From 3,000 it turned into almost 5,000. And in our back office, you may find these spreadsheets for you to keep records of your performance. When, for instance, you invest more and more and you get these profits. And his capital as of today exceeds the amount topped up to Binance account and the service price. And this way, it means that the service has been paid back already. And it happened over 2 months sharp. So he managed to pay back his 1,200 only thanks to the market growth and the development of the crypto industry. And most importantly, that all the money is in Binance and no one has access to it. Anytime you may cash out as much as you want. Would you like to have good profits and to be able anytime to cash out your money? For whom it is important, give me 10 in the chat, please. And only when you act, you may get the results. What you need to do to benefit from such a service. So first of all, you need to open a Binance account, then to register, to verify, to top up an account and top up USDT account, create API keys and set it up. And on Binance, there are a lot of videos, tutorials, how you can do it. And it is available there. And the second step is to sign up or register in WCRU. You may contact the one who invited you, get a link, and if you are a partner and you actually go to CRU account, top it up with 1,200 USDU to buy this service and go to the Binance, the keys you created there, you must embed them into the service and save them there so that the service could operate on Binance. You configure the strategy and click to start the portfolio. And then you simply observe your balance, whether it goes up, but the overall trend is developing, is growing. So here you see a print screen of the back office. At the top, there is the button Learn More. And here you can find all the webinars run. They are in your language. And click this button and you will watch and replay the webinars before. And there you will find also the instructions for working. There are some video tutorials, short videos, where you will find the instructions of how to verify, how to register. And the third link is a link to the spreadsheets to record your performance. And accordingly, there will be a button to buy. When you press it, when you click it, there you will find a button when the service is bought, a button to go to the Smart Portfolio service. And then you are referred to Smart Portfolio back office. And a few words about the strategy. I'd like to warn you and to say that crypto market is not always growing up. Sometimes, you can imagine, sometimes it crashes. And over the last few days, crypto market and Bitcoin reduced by 10–12%. And what can you do in this period? You may simply wait. This is strategy number one. When crypto market grows up, sooner or later, it will start growing. And everyone understands that the crypto market will develop and Bitcoin with all the other tokens will be more expensive. If you are 100% sure about this, put down 100 in the chat. If you have some doubts, then put down 99. So if you believe that the crypto industry will develop, will get more expensive, give me 100 in the chat. Okay, I see many people. I still see that there are some doubtful persons. And I believe that the majority understands, and this is the reason why we are here and why Smart Portfolio is the most efficient service not to miss this global growth. When the market crashes, we may wait, but the second strategy is not to wait, but to sell our entire portfolio and wait when it hits rock bottom. And then you buy it again. It's similar to selling an apartment at the price of 100,000, and then it gets cheaper and we buy the same apartment at the price of 50,000. So we sold it, but sometime after we bought the same apartment, but at this price of 50,000. But there is a high risk, a high likelihood that we could not understand when it is the cheapest. And you must sit down and do your math. And this is for professionals. And the most efficient strategy in longer term and medium term perspective is to accumulate the assets over a long period of time. If you see in the right hand corner, there is a picture that is the market starting from 2018 to 2020. So there was a skyrocket in 2018 and then it declined. And all those people who over this time bought more and more at different prices, all those people who over this time bought more and more, next picture. So all those people who over this time at different prices accumulated their crypto assets, now look which growth they have. Even if you bought it at 10,000 or 8,000 or 12,000, you would have a very good result today. And now we move on to the news that we have on blockchain and crypto exchange. And we will explore business accounts and then I will answer your questions. You all know that quite recently on blockchain, there was a start of the possibility to open a corporate account what does it mean for investors or those investors who are holders of our tokens? It means that you may both sell your CRUs and also you may use the same CRUs to open a business account. And inside this business account, you may create your own tokens. And quite soon, there will be a possibility with NFT tokens, and these tokens could be used in a way you like it. You may create any value. You may, if you saw our webinars ran as part of the Academy of Private Investor, the technical token is an entry, but how valuable it gets and which value you add, this is quite a question. And today, any business, if you have your business, you may open your business account, create your own token, and to use it for the purpose of your business. You may raise money or do ICO, and you may invite some other businesses to this blockchain and tell them that they can run their business on our blockchain. And the cost of such an account, business account, is $10,000. And this price is paid in CRU tokens. The more businesses come to our exchange, the more businesses come to our blockchain, the less crypto CRU tokens we have. And to create a token, your business token, you must pay a fee of 1,000 in UNTB tokens at the Unitex exchange rate. And it will include the smart contracts and etc. And this way, UNTB will be withdrawn from the circulation. UNTB will be spent to sustain the resource of the blockchain, as UNTB is needed for wallets and their ecosystem, and therefore this business account stimulates businesses to come, create their tokens and do business on our blockchain on the one hand, and on the other hand, it allows us to withdraw CRU tokens from circulation. Hopefully you are glad to hear this news. The next news is the contest for node producers. What is it about? On our blockchain, there are 21 nodes. For its effective work and operation, we must have 21 nodes fully operational. In future, the number of nodes may increase, but to increase the number of operational nodes, there should be some provision, some reserve. For instance, if we have 200 nodes, whereas we have only 21 out of 100, so then blockchain will not be stable. So what is node producer contest? Any business may become the node producer and mine UNTB tokens and reward their clients for using different services or somehow interact with it. And the price of this, price of participation in it is 1 million CRU. 1 million CRU to submit your application to become a node producer on this blockchain. And this 1 million CRU will be frozen for the time of the voting. So 1 million CRUs will be frozen during the process of voting, and this is another incentive to withdraw CRU tokens from the market. And we have about 1 billion CRU tokens frozen. So roughly speaking, 1,000 businesses may come and open their business accounts. This is the maximum capacity. And in addition to that, a part of CRUs will be burned, and only 1,000 businesses may submit applications to vote. And to become the candidate, you must meet one of the two conditions: either to vote for your account and to buy out CRU's token in the 2,000 US dollars equivalent, so they will be burnt, or to collect the relevant number of participants, over 1,000 people, who will freeze a total of 10 million CRU. And if you want to enjoy additional opportunities, make business on blockchain, become its miner, and to be the holder of the node, so to be the one who will confirm all this. So this is the investment needed. But for you to understand that almost all the largest exchanges has either EOS nodes or any other nodes. So any large player is interested in becoming a node holder. And there are a lot of businesses that are not node holders, but they are interested in the creation of the efficient and user-friendly solutions for businesses. And today, the cheapest solution, one of the cheapest, not the cheapest, but one of the cheapest to create your own token is our blockchain. Why? Because the price is 10,000 US dollars, and in addition to that, you actually add 1,000. And another important thing, that there is no commission, and the business will save up on commission a lot. Yes, there are EOS-based blockchains, Ethereum-based blockchain, for instance, and you can create a token for free, but you will actually pay a lot, crazy amounts for gas for its operation. And therefore, in future, it may be much more expensive than 10,000 US dollars as it is offered here. Hopefully the idea is clear. And by February, there will be the voting complete. And now we are collecting the applications, we are in negotiations, and quite likely some candidates are considering this option, this solution. And I will be honest, together with my partners, and I know that many leaders would like to join into some pool and to start their own node to mine more UNTB, because holding of a node will allow you to mine more UNTBs to be sold to the same businesses to create their own tokens or coins. Okay, so we've done with the first part, and there is...
The more CRU tokens you vote for, the more benefits you get from the business. So based on the blockchain, we already have everything to attract businesses. And now we are going to the Q&A section. Just let me stop screen sharing. Okay. So we have conducted the survey last week, and we identified some very interesting questions and answers. I will try to quickly go through those questions and answers and give you a reply. So let's start from the smart portfolio. There were questions on different types, very interesting, well thought questions, up to quite simple questions that that is quite obvious that people weren't listening carefully enough and maybe missed something. So I would like to draw your attention to the fact that quite a lot of questions have very simple answers that can be found in our back offices, webinars, instructions. So practically most of the questions have already answers to them, and you can find those answers. You can use the help of the technical support, ask your sponsors, or come to our webinars or rewatch our webinars on YouTube, and you will find answers to most of the questions. One of the questions is, what is a smart portfolio? I need more information about smart portfolio. Please help me figure it out. Well, the answer to this question is quite simple. You just have to rewatch the webinars. We have them on YouTube, and you will get all the answers, or go and write in the chat, and it is up to you if you want to really sort it out. You are fully entitled to explore all the information. Nobody's hiding the information, but just don't wait for people to digest it for you and give it to you, because there won't be, there is a rolling stone gathers no moss, In other words, we need to move around to get things done. So there were questions about the promotion of smart portfolio, how much money you can make by selling smart portfolios. And here it is very important to understand that $1,200 is the money that participates in the marketing program. So by selling this product, promoting this product, you can fulfill the current promotion requirements. If a person is promoting this particular project and offers it to his or her partners or new partners, from 5 to 8% will go to that person from the first line under our marketing plan. They will also receive from 3 to 8% from the second line, depending on their status and rank. On average, every sold license will give a person from 0.5% to 8%, depending at which level they sold this product, or at which level people bought this product from them. And if we just assume that you need to earn $3,200, it's 1,200 plus 2,000 deposit. So $3,200, if you don't have it, 40 licenses needs to be sold by you for you to make 3,200 or $3,500. Well, look, 40 licenses, for example, if you invite 5 people and they buy 5 licenses, 5 people, 5 licenses, you get 8% from it. It's $6,000. It's 5 licenses, $6,000. It's from $300 to $500. That's how much you will get from the sale of the first 5 packages. If those 5 people start doing the same that you do, will bring in other 5 people each, then it will be already 5 by 5, 25. 25 people you will have in your second line. And if you multiply it by 1,200, then we get it's $30,000 worth of purchases, and you will get 5% from it. You get $1,500, 1,500. So plus 480 from the first line, it's already $2,000. So you need 5 partners that you invited to invite other 5 partners each. But don't forget that those people should also have money on the Binance account that will be making them money just for having it there. That's it. Okay. What next? Some people say that the product is very expensive and not enough money, they don't have enough money to purchase it. And there are partners who don't have enough money. They would like to buy it, but they don't have enough money to purchase this portfolio. Well, yes, we have people who are just consumers. They would like to buy and they don't want to make money actively. And this is a very good excuse or chance to offer this product. If you don't want to do business, then you can just buy Bitcoin on Binance and wait for it to grow. Or you can buy on Unitex, our CRU token, and wait for it to grow. And when it does, then you buy this portfolio. Or you can offer this product to several friends and they will purchase the product, and then you will have enough money to make your own purchase. In our business, nobody makes you work from 9 to 5, Next question was about the product development strategy. People are asking about the work of the product, of the portfolio, and whether you can put together a similar portfolio on your own, whether you can set up the whole percentage-based allocation of coins out of top 100. Well, of course, you can. Nobody prevents you from doing that. You can do it on your own. But let's see how much time it will take you to analyze the coins, calculate their ratio in the market, how the price changed compared to the previous week. So let me share my screen with you, and we can use the example of CoinMarketCap. So this is the CoinMarketCap website. Here we have, let me have it translated into English. Can you see my screen? Please give me some feedback. So people, yeah, they say they can see. So we have CoinMarketCap. Currently, the coin, which coin from top 100? IOTA. IOTA ranked 200, sorry, it ranked 50 with the capitalization of $240 million. Now, currently, this is a small fraction share into the overall market capitalization. And if we take a look at the historical snapshots, today, IOTA ranks 50th. Let's take a look at the situation 2 months ago, say early October. It was 240 million or 30, 40. So again, IOTA was 46th place and its market cap was 3.4 billion, whereas right now it's so IOTA's capitalization was 3.4 billion and it was 46th place. Now it's 50th place. It went by 6 places. Maybe it didn't went down by 6 places, but maybe 4 coins surpassed it. So it was the 24-hour volume. The capitalization is $3.6 billion, but it was still 50th and used to be 46. And what was here? It's 3.6, and here IOTA is 3.4. See, although the capitalization of the coin was lower, the rank was higher because there were other coins like Shiba Inu. Who heard that last month Shiba, literally 2-3 weeks ago, sharply increased in price. Its capitalization increased sharply. IOTA ranked 46th and Shiba Inu 47th. And currently the market has changed. IOTA is now 50th, although the amount of money in that coin increased, but IOTA is no longer on the 46th, and Shiba is way higher. It ranks 11. It's now 25 billion. Hardly a month has passed. From 47th place, it went all the way up to 11th. And it will go down as easily, as quickly. Can you see how quickly the market changes? And the task of the smart portfolio is to save your time and not to make you, do your analysis every single minute for entire day, but the smart portfolio would do it all for you and balance your portfolio every 7 days. So if you understand what I mean here, give me some feedback, whether you understand. Give me a 5 in the chat if you understand what smart portfolio does for you. It allows you to save a lot of time on independent analysis, on the purchase and sale. It just balances your portfolio for you. Good, thank you. So let's see the actual back office. So here you go. We had some minor drawbacks, increased and drawback again. And you see, this is the weight, we call it the weight of the coin, the share of the coin and its market share. Here, the strategy is top 30. And you can see that this coin on the 30th place occupies 1.25% in our portfolio, accounts for 0.25%. Out of $3,000, just 1.25%, which is around $30, is in this particular coin. And let's say 20% of it all is Bitcoin, 21% of the smart portfolio is Bitcoin. Now I hope it's clear. And if the ratio changes, then the smart portfolio changes it as well. Okay, let's stop screen sharing. Okay, some people asked how reliable this instrument is, whether there might be some software failure and it will sell all the portfolio, not at the market price, but for pennies. It's not even possible, guys, because the software never sells anything by itself. It doesn't have the task of selling the portfolio. Only you can click on the button, sell, and only you decide what amount of your portfolio to sell. If there is a failure in the software, then it will stop doing rebalancing and it won't be able to do anything with your portfolio. If there is a failure in the software, all your tokens on the Binance will be in the same state as they were. If, for example, today the service stops working, I will still have 20% of Bitcoin in it. It will still be 21%, okay? And other coins will have the same share in the portfolio. There will be no balancing, that's it. And you can go on your own to the Binance and do whatever you please with those coins. No trading or sale ever happens. Next question. So if someone had $3,000, what should they do? Buy a smart portfolio or spend time on market research and see where that money can be invested? Well, of course, you could follow one strategy and the second strategy, and everyone decides on their own what to do with their money. But the question is, do you know all 100 coins, top 100 coins? Do we have people in the chat who can tell me name at least half of the coins from top 100. And again, the question to those people, will they be able to give me top 100 coins that were top 100 a year ago? If we have such people, could you please give me a 10 in the chat? If there are no such people, then here's your answer. You can do that, but should you? And such services as Smart Portfolio save you time. And could you please tell me, theoretically, could you hire people, pay them money for them to analyze the market? You give 10 coins each, you hire 10 people and you give them the assignment to analyze 10 coins and to give the answer to you where and how to invest. Can you organize something like that? You could. And how much salary do you think you should pay to those 10 people? Would they work, 10 of them, for $1,200 a year? Would they be analyzing 100 coins for $1,200 a year for all of them? Of course, you could just buy $3,000 worth of Bitcoin and see how it goes. I tested this whole thing. I bought Bitcoin for the same amount of money and put it in, and then invested the same amount in the Smart Portfolio. Yes, I paid $1,200 for the Smart Portfolio, and I saw that the productivity performance was better with the Smart Portfolio because some altcoins grow faster than Bitcoin. And during the drawdown, the decrease, not all of the major decrease, not all of the altcoins decrease too. So in the chat, people ask the question, it is now a good time to increase investments. Is it feasible to keep Bitcoin and Ethereum in Smart Portfolio? Quite simple. If you have space where you keep your Ethereum and Bitcoin separately from Smart Portfolio, not on the Binance exchange, if you have a wallet with Bitcoin and Ethereum, you could exclude Bitcoin and Ethereum from a Smart Portfolio and keep them somewhere else. But if you have no other crypto wallets, if you accept the Binance account, do not have cryptocurrency anywhere else, then Bitcoin and Ethereum should be in your portfolio. If you have $10,000 on some wallet, Trezor, or some third-party wallets, hardware, cold wallets, and then 10,000 more on the Binance account, then yes, you could exclude Bitcoin and Ethereum from there because you have it somewhere else. Maybe you have it on Unitex. Maybe you have it on Global Unit Pay. You could keep Bitcoin and Ethereum and use it and use Smart Portfolio only for altcoins. In my opinion, it is quite a good strategy. Okay, next. There were technical questions. After paying for the license $1,200, they gave me a link to the group, the Telegram chat, but the person wasn't able to connect. I wrote to that person. In other words, we have a group of the first 200 buyers. They will be in my personal group. We will have personal work with them. I will we'll be giving them some inside information. We will be together promoting Smart Portfolio. And those people who would like to make it into that group should be the first 200 buyers. We still have only 19 licenses left. And after that, anyone will be able to buy that instrument, but only the first 200 people will receive privileges from me personally. And probably in future, there will be some other bonuses. Also, there was a question regarding the comparison of Smart Portfolio with other similar products or services. Let me tell you right away that I analyzed, before using this product, I analyzed a lot of different services, and all those services that I came across, I analyzed them. And within this webinar, it wouldn't be entirely correct to compare competing products or name them. So in the chat, in our closed chat, we will have a closed webinar for our partners, for them to make sure themselves that this service works accordingly to a completely different strategy. It's not a trading bot. There are portfolio instruments that buy several tokens, funds, that manage different tokens. But currently, the solution that is provided by Smart Portfolio, clear-cut, without the need to actively participate in it, there are no such solutions out there. Usually it's some similar products, but they still require your active involvement. You would make some modifications, buy something, click buttons, and so on and so forth. And the ratio price to quality is better with the value for money is better with CADEX. Someone says, I don't have the Binance account because I'm in New York. We're waiting for the Huobi exchange, and those users who cannot get verified on Binance, and I am among such people, I cannot get registered anymore on Binance. I try to bypass this prohibition, but I can't yet. So I'm looking forward to having Huobi account, and I'm in constant touch with the developers. Maybe in the next 1-2 months, maybe we'll do it, but I don't want to promise you. Maybe it will take way more time than that. And Huobi exchange can be added here as well. Over time, next question. Over time, will you add modifications, improvements to that instrument? Well, together with Huobi, there will be an update, additional services, and additional capabilities. Programmers are working on the improvement, as soon as there are new changes, new functionalities, we will have a webinar and we'll tell you all about it. Here's a question that after the sale of 200 licenses, there will be a light version of Smart Portfolio. So what happens after 200 licenses are sold? Will there be a light version? Yes, there will be a light version of the license. Let me show you something on the slide, but it wasn't on our slides. If you saw it, just let me share my screen. Would like to draw your attention to this fact. Look, there will be a light version after we sell the main license, the 200 licenses. It will cost $740, but it can be upgraded to the full license. And this light version will include only top 30 coins with 30 days balancing. So 30 coins, 30-day balances. This is not the most profitable strategy, but it is already something to start with. And for the minimum purchase, you'll need how much? For the full license, it's, let's say, for the full license, it will be 1,800. And for the light version, it will be 1,300. So the difference is not that big. So I suggest you aim for the most expensive license. Here's a simple example for you. In August, I bought the Invest Consultant for $2,000 because I did it right away and I did it at full cost. Now, in installments, this course costs $1,000, $800 a month. So you pay it two times, and it's already 1,600. And I bought it at 2,000 already, and then I got my certificate, qualified investor. You must agree, it's profitable.
Okay, next question. I will stop my screen sharing meanwhile. There was a question. A person registered in the system, but he failed to update something. Look, in the section Smart Portfolio, I will show our back office once again. And there is the technical support, Codex technical support, where you may ask your question and go to Telegram bot where they will answer. You may get in contact with technical support if you have any challenges with registration or verification, or there are any challenges. So our back office has the technical support, and it will help you with the registration, purchase, and there is the technical support of the service. If it does not update, some buttons don't work, or something is incorrect, or you may not connect your keys. So the vendor's technical support will help you. So you may always go either to our technical support or Smart Portfolio Codex technical support. Our technical support helps you with the purchase and when you work in our back office, whereas Codex technical support helps you with all the technicalities of the product. Okay, the next one. There were questions not about Smart Portfolio, but there were questions about MLCI 260, new digital evolution training. So I forwarded the relevant questions, but will not answer them here. So someone asks how or when new investment instruments will be available by Artem Kabanov. He announced at the webinars and that will be available to prof investors of category 3. We work on it, and it's important to understand that the training course in trading designed by Artem Kabanov need translation. They are ready, they have been created, but there are a lot of other issues to address. And at present, he deals with all this. If they manage to do it, then it will be launched before Christmas, New Year. If not, then quite likely it will start in January. But everyone works, everyone does its best to speed up the process. There is another question. A very interesting question. I like it a lot. Hello, please tell me if there will be any training on how to make the part of your profits cashed out from Smart Portfolio in a legitimate way, where to withdraw and how to pay taxes. Please tell me if we have in this chat, in our chats, people who are interested to find out how to pay taxes from what you have on our exchange on Binance. Do we have such people who are interested to learn more about taxation on your crypto profits, crypto income? Okay, I see your responses, your yeses, but each country has its own conditions and regulations. And look, the answers to these questions, where can you find answers to this question? Who will give me the rule of a private investor to follow to know the answer to this question? 8 rules of a private investor. And there is a response. Always learn something new. These are the options. So what is the rule of a private investor? By the way, do you believe that I know how to pay taxes in my country? I do, because I always learn about investing. And this includes not only the growth rate of Bitcoin, but it includes how to pay taxes, how to top up your account, how to verify, and where are we trained in investing, which organizations that train us in investing and provide the comprehensive knowledge about crypto exchange, about crypto industry, real estate, taxation, building financial plans, portfolios. What companies do you know that train us in this in a comprehensive way in 12 languages with the simultaneous interpretation provided? Do you know such a company? Do you? You don't know the name of the company? Actually, this is the Academy of Private Investor. So every year I take my trainings, I spend and invest into my knowledge. And the first question is, why should I share this knowledge for free? And the second question is, why don't you take the training courses of the Academy? Those who took the course MLCI 200, those who took a training course of Master Profi and Invest Consultant, they don't ask such a question. Why? Because it is in the home assignment. Therefore, I want you to understand that to all the questions there are answers. But our today's webinar, if I answer how taxes are paid in Belarus, it will not match the reality in the United States, for instance. And in every country, you must learn and get additional information. The Academy of Private Investor gives you the basic knowledge of how it works and where to find answers to your questions. In particular, you may send a letter, a request to your tax administration requesting to explain how to pay taxes from different assets, including crypto assets. And within the relevant time set out under the law, this administration will send a reply to your request. Okay, there was another question, by the way. So there are questions about blockchain, smart portfolio. Are there any questions? And then we will go to the blockchain. Is there a plan to direct landing pages to smart portfolio partners to promote their project, please? I was said that it will be available by the 22nd. The landing page is already designed and there is the challenge of translation. By the 22nd, it will be available. Wait for it, and in the news and the back offices, you will find it quite soon. Meanwhile, you may use the direct link to register new users. Is there any other question about the smart portfolio and the work on it? There was a question whether it will work on Unitax in future. In far future, it will be there, but our exchange is not ready. In the near future, no, but in the far away future, it is possible. So I see no other questions. So let's move on to the questions about blockchain. Okay. there is a question from the Spanish room. Smart portfolio, is there some notification of having $2 more than 2,000 US dollars? Look, if you buy top 100 cryptocurrencies and your portfolio gets lower than 2,000, then you will see a message that you have less than 2,000 in your account. It's not a danger, it's not a tragedy. So smart portfolio will not sell anything. So the only thing is that smart portfolio may work incorrectly or don't balance your portfolio, as it has no capacity to work with. And therefore, there are two options: either to wait while it gets up and it exceeds this threshold of 2,000, or top up extra money to Binance account and it will redistribute them accordingly. It's very simple. There was another question about apologies, because I use Google Translate, as not all the questions are quite easy to understand. There was a question: WCRU tokens. Many people were interested where it will be available on CoinMarketCap, CRU, World CRU, UNTB. Many people were interested to find out when listing will be done. And there was a question that I was said many times, that 3 years after I will become well off, I will become rich, and then will buy a lot of tokens. I bought my tokens, the specific number of tokens, because someone promised that 3 years after he will become well off. You know, I don't know. In 2016, since 2016, I took a lot of trainings by Andrei Havratov, and I've never heard, and I don't remember that he ever promised that 3 years after I would be rich. Do you have any evidence of the webinar or extract from the webinar, from any training that Andrei says that he promises that you would become rich 3 years after? So I joined the company in 2016. Back then, no one actually talked about Cryptounit program. And if you joined the company in 2016, 2017, put a plus in the chat. And I've never heard Andrei say this or promise this. And my upper line sponsor never promised this as well. He never said that I would become rich 3 years after. But after learning the materials offered by the Academy, I realized that 3 years after, I can become rich if I am compliant with 8 rules of a private investor, including lifelong learning and training, and continuous investment and understanding how the markets work. And after 3 years of my focus on training, on self-development, I became rich. But if a person bought a lottery ticket and he was promised that he may win an apartment for one lottery ticket, and then he goes, and actually, who needs to give this apartment to him? The salesperson, because lottery tickets also promise you to win a good prize, but we don't gamble here. I want you to understand that the approach to investing should not be that I bought someone and someone promised me something. It's not an adequate approach to investing. If you understand, if you ask this question, I understand that quite likely you were misled or you were not attentive. You didn't study some aspect. You didn't understand it, and you must explore more how and when it works. And this is the training offered by the Academy of Private Investor. Okay, let's move on. Blockchain. When can we have our dividends? When will the dividends be paid? If you know the answer to the question, when the dividends are paid, please put it down in the chat. Do you know when the companies, any company, pays the dividends, and what is needed to be able to pay dividends? Or what is the basis for the dividends to be paid? Profits. When profits are generated, okay, our profits are $3, and we have 1,700,000 users. How can we split these $3? So we can, but it will be too small. And what is the idea? We will spend more resources on it. So the profits, and they will be paid out. It will be announced. So the webinars by Andrei Havratov, judging by them, the profits are paid. So the dividends are paid when monthly the company generates at least $100,000 from the businesses, not the sales, but the businesses. If we sell our smart portfolio and get $100,000, it's not the sales. So the profits from the operations of the company. And when the profits are substantial, then the expenses of the company, so the number of people to allocate these profits to, substantially exceeds the number of the amount to be distributed. It would be less than 1 cent per token. And what is the sense? To pay dividends of 10 cents. So we will spend and incur more costs. So you will pay more UNTB for the smart contract. And the profits, the dividends will be paid out. And now you may earn passive income. You staked your World CRU and you mine UNTB. This is your passive income, residual income. At the same time, you have accruals of loyalty bonus. And this is from the sales of the company. By the way, the sales of smart portfolio, a part of this amount will be distributed to pay out loyalty bonus. And another part, a part of the sales generated will be invested to the global investment portfolio. Natalia says that profits are the revenues less expenditures. But if your revenues are 100 billion US and your expenditures are 99.99 billion and you have 1 billion as net profits, it does not mean that if your revenues are high, that your profits will be high. You must contrast both the revenues and the expenditures. So if we reduce the expenses and increase the revenues, then the profits will be higher. But are you ready to reduce the expenses? You don't want the limits to be increased. And these are the costs, the expenses. Last time, the loyalty bonus was paid out on the 14th of October. Go to blockchain and find this information. By the way, I will go to blockchain and look at it. I believe the last time it was paid out in loyalty bonus was paid out in October. Give me a second, please. I will double check, as I'm sad that loyalty bonus is not paid out.
Okay, let me check this wallet here. If I'm not mistaken, then it was paid on the 14th of October, the loyalty bonus. But I'm mistaken. It was paid on the 15th of October, and this is the loyalty bonus, and the last one was paid on the 15th of October. So you see, last month the loyalty bonus was paid. So let's stop screen sharing. You see, the loyalty bonus was paid in October, September, twice, July, but it was paid on the blockchain because the loyalty bonus was paid to the back office as well. So payments are made. This is not the last payment. Maybe there won't be anything for October. If we sold 1,000 smart portfolio packages, then surely the loyalty bonus would have been paid. Currently, the bonus, loyalty bonus from the sales, well, is the amount that is intended for loyalty bonus payments is 12,000. So $12,000 spread across 40 billion tokens, well, 25 billion tokens. See how much it is. It's peanuts, right? You can't pay that. So if there are other products we could you know, save, accumulate, but there is no point paying small amounts. They will be paid, yes, but it's so not worth it. So Alexei Bardovsky, I guess, yes, someone says that, Alexei says in the chat that they said that the loyalty bonus would be paid until October. But why until October? You need to ask yourself. How come? So those are things that we don't listen to. But what happened in between the announcement and October? Lots of things have changed. And lots of things happened, and you must not have heard everything, and plans could have been changed. So let's move on with the blockchain, the development strategy. If I understand correctly, a person says, it turns out that CRU and UNTB to be paid for business accounts, and the creation of a token will be credited to the blockchain account, our company's account. It turns out that in future, our company will be the biggest CRU holder. And if so, does the company have a plan for that? Very good question. And that person asked quite a lot of really cool questions. My deep respect to you. I guess those are the best well thought questions. Indeed, if business starts coming to our blockchain and start voting, open business accounts, issuing tokens, and so on and so forth, our company will remove those circulations from those tokens from circulation. There will be fewer tokens around because they will be used to open business accounts, and the company will hold them, and the company will be able to do anything it pleases with them. And of course, there are quite a lot of opportunities for the company here. But let's think about what this will give you. Well, first of all, please tell me, if there is fewer and fewer CRU tokens, how will it affect the market? The price will grow or will decrease if the demand for tokens is higher than the supply of tokens. And now it will grow, of course. And now ask yourself a question: will it be profitable for the company to retrieve or remove more and more tokens from the market, thus creating deficit? Yes, of course. And that's how the company can affect the price. For now, the company cannot really do it. Only you as users, by selling the token cheap, can affect the price. Only if you fall prey to manipulations in the market, you can affect the price by selling it cheap. And the responsibility for this current CRU price is with those people who sell it cheap. The company is trying to do its best to mitigate the consequences, but if the users do not really pay attention to what's happening, then the company tries to inform. And even now, I'm answering your question to increase your level of awareness, why it is profitable to buy tokens, open business accounts, for you to understand the value, not the price, but value. So the company will remove those tokens from the circulation. For now, there are no specific plans. They can be just burned, and WCRU tokens could be sold to businesses. By removing those tokens from the market, the company can burn them. It can exchange CRU into WCRU and then dispose of them. And then when all the CRUs are taken from the market, withdrawn from the market, then people won't be able to exchange CRU tokens into WCRU because they won't have any CRU tokens left. And only and then the company can create some other tokens, give some other. For example, imagine that all the WCRU tokens are over. Then the company can come up with another purpose for CRUs, because CRUs, after all, are just an entry on the blockchain. It's like, let me give you this comparison. Imagine that there is a huge village, and I went from house to house and took all people's shovels from them. Everyone has tractors, but no shovels. And I can paint those shovels gold, make a souvenir out of them, and sell it as an avant-garde piece of art, or I can simply melt them down and that's it. Nobody needs shovels. We all have tractors, something like that. So there are no specific plans for CRUs for now, but the procedure for the withdrawal or removal of the CRUs from the market is a good incentive to affect the CRU price. Ivan, please answer. What is being done to receive the permission for the Unitex exchange to trade security tokens by the release of CRU tokens into the market? We already covered that question. Next. So it was announced that by the end of the year, there will be 21 nodes on the blockchain. Now, nodes are actively deployed on the blockchain, the company would like to create 21 nodes on its own. Why does it want to do it? In order to ensure the stability of the operation of the blockchain. For example, tomorrow we have businesses coming our way, producers. They became producers and then they didn't like something and they leave. And then we had not 11 nodes, but 10 nodes, then 9, 8. And what does the company want to do? It wants to create a model where in the worst case scenario, the blockchain will still operate stably because 21 nodes will always be in operation. So if some business comes and collects more votes, then it will move our company aside and become the main validator itself if it attracts more users into the system. And businesses will come and they will become such node holders. And eventually 21 nodes will be provided not even by the company, but by other companies. They can provide the desired decentralization. They might win the contest over the nodes owned by the company. But if those businesses will say, oh, we don't like it anymore, we are running away, we are going away, then the company's nodes will still be included back into the list and will ensure the stable operation of the entire ecosystem. So who now understands how it works? And by the way, you should understand that the company doesn't want to occupy all the places. It doesn't want to prevent other producers from taking their place. The company is interested in creating stable operation. So when the first producer comes, everything would work as a Swiss clock. And if one producer comes and goes, they didn't like it, then the second producer that will come and they will like it because everything is operational. We always have 21 working nodes. So if you agree that this is the correct decision, now give me 21 in the chat, please. If not, then 0. There were questions regarding the listing of our tokens on different platforms, including CoinMarketCap, Binance, and so on and so forth. Well, CoinMarketCap listing and Binance listing, yes, many people heard about it and asked quite a lot of questions about it. Also, there was a question that there are a lot of publications well, there are lots of articles published in mass media about our blockchain and when will our tokens will be listed on different platforms. So it's important to understand that if you go and look at the history of different tokens, you will see that not everything can be done as quickly as we would like it to have. To list a token on any exchange, the price of listing is not that big, from $10,000 to $50,000 you have to pay. Well, on Binance, it will be bigger in order to list any tokens on any exchange. But listing is just part of the process, part of the whole thing. To list a token and to ensure the liquidity on the exchange are two different things. Plus, we need to ensure market making. We need to hire specialists that will trade and support volatility. Also, some advertising needs to be created for positive demand. Because so what's the point of listing a token on another exchange for others to just dump it more and for it to cost even less? So what's the purpose of listing in your opinion? So what should the listing what kind of problems listing on CoinMarketCap and exchange would address? So what's the purpose behind listing? So from the point of view of the company, if you are a company's CEO, you list your tokens or shares on some exchange. So what's your purpose? So what you would like to achieve by placing tokens on an exchange? Increased number of users, price growth, increase in the value, other answers? Any other answers in the chat? So well, advertising, recognizability, exposure. Yes, of course, listing a token somewhere is about raised awareness, but the awareness or exposure, publicity of what? It's like, you know, we increase in visibility, people come and dump it even more. And there will be like yet another company is going south. That's what popularity means in this case. So listing and on exchange aims at increasing the price. Advertising is an instrument. Visibility is also an instrument for achieving something, some specific goal. Advertising and visibility is achieved through listing, but what's the goal of the listing? Is to deteriorate or to improve the business, to increase the sales or decrease the sales. So what's the purpose of listing on CoinMarketCap? So I wanted you to think about when it is best time to go to the CoinMarketCap, when everything is stable, when we're ready to accept millions of clients, when there is ready cases that you could explore and people would come and see that something has been already implemented. Nobody wants to be a guinea pig, you know. Everyone wants to go on a well-trodden path, and you know, when it happens, then the listing on the CoinMarketCap will give additional growth effect. Whereas now, lots of people don't understand what's going on. They lost a lot of money in financial pyramids, started running around different companies. They lost in one, two, second, third project. They don't do any investing. They were promised that they will become rich, and they are waiting for the token to be listed somewhere for them to become filthy rich. You know, it's like poor financial literacy, and the company is working on it. You just need to understand it, that meetings are held, negotiations are held. I personally have two major companies that I'm gradually negotiating. I'm getting them ready. I mean, you know, like it's like cooking a meal, sorry. You first boil the waters, then you put salt, then you add seasoning, and so on and so forth. The same here, because you won't, you know, if you're hungry and start banning your spoons on the table, I will not give you my soup if it's not ready anyways. The same here. So the next question is like for finance management and advertising placed on the CoinMarketCap will improve finance management. I don't really see how it can happen. If you take the Invest Consultant course, then you will become a better finance manager. But if you pay Google for your advertising and your videos will be popping up during when you view a video, then it will have a reverse effect, because give me a 10 in the chat if you're really fed up with YouTube advertising, you know, in Facebook, Instagram, it's just get on your nerve, you know, and people are saying like, don't turn the advertising off, I will make you rich, you know, all those guys promising you riches. Are you fed up with those advertisements the way I am? So what's the point of being listed in CoinMarketCap? So hopefully we will be in CoinMarketCap eventually. Polkadot, for your information, a year ago, Polkadot made it to the top 10, and it went there very rapidly, although the token took 2 years to develop, and the team worked really hard. And if Polkadot was able to achieve success on CoinMarketCap 2 years after its release, then our blockchain is just half a year old, so still a lot of way to go. So could you please tell us what's going to happen with CRU that will be frozen in the form of votes of producers, in particularly CRUs that are used to vote for yourselves in the equivalent of $10,000? So just give us a second. As far as I understand, if this producer wins, then those CRUs are added to the node and are frozen. And what about the producers that lost? Will the CRUs be given back to them? I might be wrong. Could you please explain? Okay, let's go back to the voting procedure. In order for a person to become a contestant, you need to freeze 1 million CRUs. You freeze them, and then if you do not become a producer, then they will be unfrozen. If you became a producer, then as far as I understand, they will be kept frozen. But this is for you to be able to submit the application. And for people to vote for you and for you to make it to the top, you can do it in 2 ways. Either with your own money, you buy out a certain number of CRUs from the market, or you attract CRUs from the market in like as if you had 1,000 users, or you get 1,000 users who will trust their CRUs to you. So the CRUs that will give for voting will be kept on our wallet. They never go anywhere. We will still be owners of those CRUs. We just click on the button, vote. And they will be frozen on the producer's account. And then we just can send some tokens to somewhere. And that number of tokens will still be kept in the system, but either frozen or like as if we gave some tokens to create a pool for a delegate. But a person has a choice. Either they just want to become a producer without attracting anyone, or they can become a producer by attracting other people. And thanks to their activity, they will be rewarding them somehow. The tokens that will still be, or that will just be on your wallet, or the tokens that you sell on the exchange is one thing. Or you can give away your tokens to delegate, to vote for a specific delegate or producer, and you can get additional benefits from that. So if you want to pay $10,000 or the equivalent of $10,000 to pay it for yourself, like a business opens a node and pays $10,000, then yes, those tokens will be taken from that person because they become a producer, or they don't pay $10,000 but attract CRU tokens. So they use someone else's tokens of people who are willing to support their business, their initiative. Let's take technical questions on blockchain. So if someone asks the questions, what's the strategy for marketing to attract clients to our blockchain? Well, there are lots of different strategies, and in this way or another, they aim to attract clients. For example, if it's smart portfolio, you buy a smart portfolio and make money on Binance, you tell them, look, you made $10,000. Look, we have our own exchange, we have our own token, you can buy it. Here's your blockchain. The smart portfolio can become just a entry point for the person to familiarize with our blockchain. EvoSend, Perfume. So here's your Perfume crowdfunding, where it all goes. It goes to the global investment portfolio. Here's your WCRU and the blockchain. The Academy of Private Investing teaches you investing in crypto. Crypto has tokenized shares. Here's your WCRU token. Again, we can use any entry point to attract clients or do business with us. Please use our payment system, Global Unit Pay. By the way, Global Unit Pay this year was awarded the first prize in Dubai. And again, it's connected to blockchain and will eventually bring people to our blockchain. So everything is done to attract people. But now ask yourself a question: what we did for new client or business come to our blockchain? So I personally have a meeting. I have 5-6 people offline. We have lots of people listening online, and I'm negotiating with 3 companies. I'm conducting online webinars. So I think I'm doing my bit. So next question. Well, the CRU price will be $1. Maybe you know whether maybe next year by April. So a person, I quite enjoyed this question. He's asking me whether the CRU price by April can cost $1. Oh, can a Bitcoin by the new year cost 100,000 per Bitcoin? Who can answer me this question? Can it cost? Yes, well, it could. Will it? And this is a totally different question. Yeah, you need a crystal ball for that. Yeah, I guess this is the only way of being sure, right? So anything can happen, but certain conditions should be met first. So if you ask a question instead of when the CRU token will cost $1, but under what conditions, then you will get the correct quality answer. When answering the question when CRU token will cost $1, it's the same question as when Bitcoin will cost 100,000 or when Tesla stock will cost $2,000 per share. And if you ask questions under what conditions the price of the asset can cost this much, then you can get a very adequate answer. When this, and this condition is achieved, the CRU price will cost $1.
But again, what impacts CRU price? Demand and supply on the market. CRU price is driven by the market. I believe that the CRU price must be 99 cents. It is fair value. Why? Because world CRU token, you may convert CRU into is 1 to 1. And 1.5 cents, this is what is received by CRU holder, whereas the remaining 99.5 cents is received by the company UGPay Group. And now UGPay Group earns more for world CRU token than when it sold under the partnership affiliate program in the back office. In the back office, 50% was invested into the affiliate program and the remaining 50 was retained by the company, whereas now the company retains 99% of all this. Why don't you want to have 99%? Or why don't you buy the asset with the price of 1%, even less percent than its fair value. There is a question. Why didn't you include global unit pay to get USDU? Why didn't you connect to the global unit pay payment system? So USDU, why is not USDU there? I asked this question. I asked Valentin Sokolnikov and others. So the first reason is technical issues. So technical issues have been almost addressed. So technical and legal issues. So technical issues have almost been addressed, but I know that last week the head of the exchange was infected, was ill, and therefore we lost about 2-3 weeks because the responsible officials could not get it done. And in summertime, a lot of specialists were on their holidays. And, you know, I actually ordered my standard card of global unit pay. Put down in the chat if you ordered your card as well. And I'm waiting for the field USDU there so that we can withdraw our bonuses. There is another question on blockchain. So the chart of unfreezing of world CRUs, and then it disappeared. Initially, it was not the chart for the defreezing of world CRU, but of CRUs. And this chart was not the chart of defreezing, but it was done so that you understand better how many tokens and which tokens are converted. And the purpose of that chart was to inform you about the conversion and when it is more beneficial. And the chart of defreezing of world CRU never existed. But I forwarded this question to the relevant officials, and they may make such a chart as I believe it would be useful. I know that the Explorer will change, so the website will change. So therefore, a new website, updated one, will be prepared, and quite likely this new chart of defreezing will be there. There is a question whether people are notified when the memory is added to blockchain. The notification about the memory, it's senseless. You go to blockchain and you see this round widget, which actually shows the memory you consume. There were some simple questions, for instance, how I may shift my USDU from my wallet to the exchange. There are videos, video tutorials, there are relevant YouTube channels where you can find all this. So you have your upper line sponsor, technical support of the back office, technical support of the exchange, technical support of blockchain, your local leaders. You may ask this question and someone will always help you. When will a decentralized Cryptounit wallet start? To date, you may connect our blockchain to centralized and decentralized wallets. Technically, where there is EOS, you may use our blockchain. But to create your own decentralized exchange. It is possible, but then you need to support liquidity. So this is additional expenses. And today there is no sense, but from the technical point of view, our blockchain could be connected to most wallets that support EOS. And when the businesses see our potential, they will do it. Why do we need to beg them? Please connect us, turn us on. What is the idea behind? So there is a set of very good questions, whether it will be possible to cancel the conversion of CRUs into world CRUs with no commission paid. So there are some tokens that are suspended. Write down in the chat if we have people who clicked the button to convert CRUs into world CRUs and they are frozen. And but they got very expensive and it is not beneficial for you to do it anymore. If you have such people, put a plus in the chat. So there are those who converted everything or converted a part, or those who pressed the button and saw how much it will cost and actually got mad because they didn't know that it would cost so expensive. And there is the test of smart contract that will cancel all these transactions and will get your tokens back to your wallet so that you may stake them or use them to vote for a node and etc. So this is the option that is being tested and quite soon it will be available. And can we see these frozen, these suspended tokens in any other section? So there is the section full issue, and there you can find these tokens, different numbers of tokens. All these widgets will change in another 2-3 months, quite likely. The website will change and the Explorer will be modified. So there is the security code for 2FA authentication. Is it possible to use it on blockchain? I talked to a programmer, to an IT specialist, and he told me that actually it's senseless because 2FA authentication is used for websites. There is a website of the exchange where you have your login and a password. Crypto wallet is secured, is protected by your closed key. And when you are stolen of your stolen key, 2FA authentication will not help you. 2FA authentication helps if you and when you actually lost your login or password, or someone tries to actually, they stole your personal data, and to enter, you must confirm with 2FA authentication to enter this website. And this is the idea. So when you are stolen, but you have an additional security code. But on blockchain, if the closed key is stolen, then there is no other way to protect yourselves. So either 2FA, 3FA, 7FA, it's senseless. Therefore, to install, deploy unnecessary things, they are senseless. So there are some questions about the exchange. When CRU or World CRU will come to Trezor wallet. So it will be unknown. You'd better ask the Trezor when they have the support, but it will be in the faraway future. Will NFT be launched on our blockchain? Actually, we thought to create KYC NFT so that everyone working on blockchain can confirm his identity by using this token. A great idea, by the way, that, in my view, could be addressed as part of business account. People may create a business account, and smart contract for NFT token is being tested. When it is done, nothing will prevent us from launching it. Our IT specialists will give us green light that NFT tokens can be created, and actually you can do it. But this is a separate business logics on our blockchain. So those people who would like to create KYC NFT token, so you don't need to go through verification. Turn your face right, left. You will have an NFT token and it will be used by any organization and to read the relevant data required. And can you add white paper to the Explorer page? So actually, no one will do it, as we have the main page of the website, where you will find a link to the white paper, to some articles, news, and the information for developers, for business. There you can find all this. And on Explorer, there will be wallets, tokens, and everything needed to make the transfers. There was a question, when will we change this 12 digits code into the closed key? No, not digits, 12 words key into the closed key. This is being tested. It is almost functional, and the specialists can already do it. But so that our common users could do it without involving third parties, we must actually train people how to do it. And for this purpose, there will be a test blockchain, and it could be only fixed, could be fixed. There will be the test web resource where many times you may change your wallet. You may change it, make a mistake, and it's not a problem. This is a test blockchain. And you may do anything you like. And when you are good at it, then you will do it on the main blockchain, because when it is done on the main blockchain, it could not be reverted. And this is the tutorial, some trainings. The relevant work needs to be done so that the company is sure that users know how to do it. There are some other questions about the business account. If I invite an entrepreneur who would like to create his own token, but he has no account in Everidge, then when and how I can register him? In this case, business may open a wallet on blockchain, on Cryptounit blockchain, without registration in each company. So today, any person may open it on blockchain. So you don't need to be registered in Everidge for this purpose. And since we actually needed to register, so you can register it under your registration link, but the purchase will be not through Everidge back office. Okay, and what are the back offices of UGPay Group? In UGPay Group back office, there is no possibility to buy WCRU. It means that it will not be on blockchain. The creation of business account implies the connection to blockchain. Do I understand it correctly that the entrepreneur registers with Unitax on Global Unit Pay and then the accounts are linked? Look, Global Unit Pay, Unitax, and Everidge, actually, there are no links between them. When you talk about the partnership network, and if you register a partner in Everidge by using your partnership link, then email, it will register in Global Unit Pay and in Unitax exchange could be different or could be the same. But if they are the same, then quite likely the system will actually identify him. So the system is similar to Everidge ones, but they're not linked. And there is the referral link to the partnership program. And again, the partnership program on exchange is different from Everidge partnership program. And accordingly, in the structure could be similar like in Everidge, but you will not get your partnership commissions because there is only one affiliate or partnership program. In Global Unit Pay, it's not, it has its own system. Therefore, if a person is registered with Global Unit Pay, for instance, it does not mean that he is in your Everidge partnership program, affiliate program. So it's not as simple as it may seem from the first sight. Therefore, you'd better go it step by step. First of all, register him in Everidge, then Global Unit Pay, then the exchange, and etc. Step by step. The next question.
When opening a business account, you pay $10,000 worth of CRUs. It's a one-off payment. Yes, it's a one-off payment. That's it. That's how much you need to pay for business account. CRUs and UNTBs that a person pays for the token and business account. Will they be burned, or whether they can be staked and sold later? They go to the company, and the company can do whatever they want. They can burn them, they can keep them for some other needs. When purchasing CRU on the exchange, does a person need to provide some confirmation of their income, sources of income, if they buy more than for $10,000? Well, if it's a business account, then it won't be a problem for them to register a business account on our exchange. Of course, businesses have all the necessary documents to prove $10,000. It's not a problem. And as the head of the exchange assured me, for private individuals, it can be difficult. They might ask them where you took $10,000 from, whereas a business owner can always produce some kind of a document proving the source of income. But they might have other challenges when they make a business on blockchain. They will need to show in their books this purchase of the business account. So they will have some questions of internal accounting. But for businesses that would like to open a business account, there will be no problem with the KYC on the exchange. They can, the limits are quite high for businesses. Another question, a business account can be owned by a private individual and a company. So how is it tracked? Because blockchain has no personal data. No, it doesn't, the blockchain doesn't show who owns the business account, whether it's a private individual or a legal entity. They can, whether they can disclose the information about the crypto wallets themselves. If I show you my crypto wallet, everyone will know it. If my company opens a crypto wallet, then it will be on the company's website for, you know, receiving payments. Like, this is the crypto wallet into which we can receive our payments. But the blockchain doesn't say it. It's you who can put it on your website. But indirectly, you can guess what kind of transactions are being performed on a crypto wallet, and you can guess that it's not owned by a physical individual, but by a legal entity. Another question, whether any bonuses are envisaged for those who invite business owners to open business accounts on the blockchain and create all tokens. There are no direct bonuses. They are not really envisaged, but you might receive indirect bonuses in the form of the growth of the CRU. If you want your CRUs to grow in price, you can what? Invite a business to blockchain. Okay, there are some questions in the chat, I see. As for business accounts, that's it. Let me take a couple of questions for business accounts. So the question is about moving the exchange to another jurisdiction from Estonia to Switzerland. It's a matter of price and feasibility. I mean, whether it is really needed. You have to analyze, maybe later, but right now there is no point in doing it. In the English chat, one of my downlines lost their seed phrase. How can I help her? Well, interesting question. You need to work individually with such clients. It's been half a year since we've been working with such clients. News and where was published, leaders mentioned quite a lot about it. Maria Antonienko back in the day talked about it, that there is a list of such people where they are worked with individually. So if necessary, you can do that. Okay. So we need to call it a day. You know, there weren't too many questions, but I hope that I gave exhaustive answers. And we haven't even yet touched upon the exchange-related questions. Dear friends, I think it might seem overwhelming. I understand quite a lot of information. Could you please give me some feedback whether you received value from this webinar, and we're gonna call it a day. So I would like to thank our interpreters. Thank you very much for your labor. Let's give them 5s in the chat too. It will be our noise for them, you know, guys. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ravi Kumar. Okay, all the best to you. And next Thursday, 3 p.m. Moscow time, we are meeting here today. We will look into smart portfolio, crypto market. And I'm also planning to have local meetings on certain languages. I'm now negotiating with the leaders who will be promoting smart portfolios, and we will hold some local meetings. All the best, success to you, and may the financial force be with you.